they always teach you to always have the perfect life. Like if you have the perfect wife, the perfect house, the perfect car, the perfect education, career, that your life is gonna be top notch. But you start to realize, that's not even true, maybe, because most people do have the perfect wife, house, and they have all those, luxuries that people have, and still they're not happy. So it's all BS because, most people I know for sure that have been married, friends of mine have been married, and then you start to realize, oh, they got the perfect wife, and she's good looking, and she's good, and this and that, and everything, and they get divorced. And then they call me the lucky one because I still live with my parents, and they're telling me that I'm lucky because I'm single, when deep inside they got kids and family, and they got the whole world open up to them, but um, I'm the lucky one, and they're not. So you start to realize there's a lot of BS going on how we've been raised. They say get a career, get a job, have this and that, and go to school, and then suddenly you be an employer, and then next thing you know, you're like stressed the effed out, and you're thinking to yourself, what's the meaning of life? I'm working my ass off. I'm stressed. I'm burned out. I'm drinking every day in the weekend to feel better, and then I gotta go back on Monday, and I feel like crap, and I feel I have to be around people I don't even want to be around, and I have to do all this work, and I'm stressed the hell out, and it's all about work, pay the bills, and die, and then you start to realize what is the perfect life. So in some sense, it feels like you've been lied to, you know, and then you think to yourself, what are people actually trying to tell me? What is it? You know, so then you start to think, you know, I'm doing all this, I'm doing this, and then people who have family, have children, they have to do all this type of stuff. I know people who's a teacher, and he's stressed the hell out with his family and this and that. I've got friends who their wives are just really just bringing their husbands down and really just telling them off and everything. And I've seen the marriage life in other people, and it's just crazy. And I have married people telling me that don't get married. You know what I mean? So it's like, so what is the perfect life? Is it really BS? Is it really bullshit? So what is it? Because it's like you start to think that that's what they teach you. They teach you be good in school, do this, do that, and then suddenly next thing you know you're in a psychiatric hospital. Getting injections in your ass and shit. So what is it, man? You know what I mean? So what is the perfect life? It's because I try to do all that stuff, and I just wasn't good at all that stuff. I couldn't read and write, but I could make friends. I could make people laugh. I was crap at school, but I had people who liked me. The girls liked me, and I was always the funny fool, class clown, and I liked to have friends when I was a little kid. I guess every little kid likes to have a lot of friends, and I was like that. Mum was cool, and she was an angel. My dad was cool. He was working his ass off, and this and that. Poor dad had to work his ass off to keep everything in our family good, and but life was pretty good, and then suddenly I'm having psychosis when I'm 23. So what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? So all this stuff they tell you is like is a bullshit because it's really, you have the teenagers running amok everywhere in Victoria, all over the place in Australia. So what's going on? You have a house crisis, you have homelessness, and everything's expensive. Can't even buy a house. By the time you buy a house, you're dead. You know what I mean? It's like, what's going on, mate? You know what I mean? So these are the things that I look at, question, and I observe, and I hear stories from people, and helping people, and helping homeless people. When I go to shopping, there's always a homeless person there, and I feel bad, so I got to give $5, and then people look at me like, "Oh, what are you giving that person $5? What do you want to give them?" Why do you want to help? Why do you giving them money? You know, it's like, I don't care what he does with the money. This is between me and God. You know what I mean? If I want to give a homeless person money, that's me, man. It's my money. I don't care what he does with it. I do care. I mean, I don't want him to. You know, I just helped a poor lady. She wanted cigarettes. I give her cigarettes, and then she wants more cigarettes. And then I give her $20. Who in the hell in Hoppers Crossing does that? Give do that? Give $20 to a poor lady, and then give her cigarettes. Man, bet you no one's ever done that. But I'm like, man, help people. You know what I mean? But I don't even smoke cigarettes, man. I like cigars now and then. Smoke a cigar when I feel good and this and that. I just bought cigarettes because I just felt like smoking it, because they don't sell much cigars around these days now. They used to sell cigars, but now it's all cigarettes. And I lost a packet of cigarettes. I don't even know where it went. Probably that poor lady. She probably stole it. I don't know. But anyway, so that's what is it? What's the perfect life? You know, you've been trained in school to do this, to do that, to go out there and, you know, conquer the world. And then when you conquer the world, next thing you know, you don't even feel happy. You feel crap. You feel miserable, you know. So what's all this spiritual stuff, you know? So that's all I gotta say. Peace out. Take care of yourselves, and thank you for everybody who's subscribed. If you like this video, give me a like and share it to somebody. And peace out. Take care of yourselves, and thanks.